also get him. Hello everyone and welcome back. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for liking and showing support on the first video. I've already got some things lined up which I'm really excited to create and edit. But in the meantime, for this one, I'm putting this together in the space of a week. So there should be a lot more interesting things going on in this video than there was in the first one. So hopefully it should be very exciting. I just wanted to sit down and show you some of the bits I got for Christmas because I was sorting out my room, and I don't know if anyone else has this, but I always end up having a box or one specific thing that just kind of gets thrown everything into it. So I've got a lot of stuff that I wanted to go through and kind of sort out where it's going, and I was going to show you guys what some of that entails. So first of all, this isn't actually mine, this is my boyfriend Jack's. We are absolute wicked obsessed fanatics. And not only did I get tickets to see Wicked this month, I did also get him the Wicked vinyl. We are vinyl connoisseurs. We love collecting vinyls to our detriment because we do listen to them, but we've not got our record player on display at the moment. So a lot of it is just being collected and put in our record player section, not to be used for now. But when we do have a place of our own, we are very much going to have a section where all of that's going to be put together. So Wicked vinyl was an absolute must. There was a couple ones where it was like just Ariana and just Cynthia, and some of them were really cool, but most of them were like online only. I went for a Wicked theme for Jack's presents, and that idea didn't kind of come to me until quite too late into December. So I don't know, I was a bit worried about ordering things and it arriving on time. So I bought that from HMV, which was a result. And I also got more Ordinary products. If you've not heard of The Ordinary, and no matter if you've got good skin, bad skin, I couldn't more recommend switching to these. I had terrible, terrible acne when I was younger. I actually got put on Roaccutane, and I got put on that for a course of a specific amount of time. It was less than a year for sure, but I actually didn't finish my course, which was the only regrets I have in my life. Not that I think my skin is at all bad, like certainly made it 100% better, but because I didn't finish the course, I do still get spots and kind of blemishes now and then. Not that Accutane completely diminishes that with Accutane, because it's such a strong, it's medication at the end of the day. You're prescribed it. I had to get my blood checked once every 3 weeks because it can affect your liver. I'm not sure about the ins and outs in that, but it did work wonders for my skin. But this just helps it go above and beyond when I do have those days of the odd spot, especially kind of like blackheads around my nose and stuff. The Ordinary Squalene Cleanser, I use this every single day. You are supposed to use it day and night, but I do find I do kind of have an oily and dry like balance, but this helps regulate that. So I use this in the morning and I apply niacinamide, which is the serum and moisturizer, day and night. And it absolutely works wonders. So if you are looking of moving on to another skincare treatment, I would definitely recommend The Ordinary. There is one that Jack's on at the moment, and I'm hearing a lot of people talk about it. I think it's called Skin and Me or something like that. And that's all done online. And you send them off details about your skin and you get sent it back. And that's also like a prescription sort of service. Can't confirm on how good that is, but for Jack, I think it's working wonders. But that is also another option. But I am adamant on The Ordinary being amazing. Another thing I got was this really cute bookmark. It's going to be flipped, sorry about that. It does say Nathan's book, and that's from Jack in this like really lovely color green. One of my favorite colors, like khaki. One of my New Year's resolutions last year was to read more books, and someone coming forward not reading many books, I did manage to achieve I think I read about 5 books last year, which is not a lot, and I'm not not trying to be praised for that, but for someone who doesn't read a lot, that is a lot. I read Brittany's autobiography, a book called The Late Americans, which was absolutely amazing, and these 2 psychology books. One was called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and the same author, his second book, and there was a 5th, but I can't remember. So that is going to come in handy. I am actually starting to read Wicked in preparation for not only part 2 for good and seeing it again in theatres, but just because I wanted to know more of the novel, because apparently the novel is quite different to the stage show, so I'm interested in how different that is. And speaking of Wicked, not that I'm crazy obsessed with it or anything, but I did also get this Wicked, I guess, what do they call them? Like a Stanley Cup? It's definitely not a Stanley Cup, but it's kind of like the same shape, size, or whatever. I don't understand the hyperfixation with Stanley Cups. I hate to say it, they're just too big for me. Just buy like a normal water bottle, I don't know. One of my favourite aftershaves I got was Versace. I literally wear this all the time. I do now alternate between this and another one, which is actually from Zara. It's like a day and night perfume, and I always get complimented on that. So that's one of my favourites, but this is a good go-to. I do have this and also Hugo Boss. They both smell really amazing. But yeah, love the Versace one. Something else that I got, which I've needed for a while, are new AirPods. I did have the original, just normal standard AirPods, but they actually broke. I just wear them everywhere, like even when I get in the bath, I'm listening to music. And I don't know if I created water damage or whatnot. So I did get the new, I believe these are the 2nd generation AirPod Pros. So they're USB-C. I don't know if it's wireless charging, but these have got the kind of surround sound, noise cancelling, and they're just absolutely essential. I do have my Marshall headphones, but when you're out in public, I always feel a bit overwhelmed wearing headphones. I don't know what it is, like it's so normal and everyone does it, but I prefer little AirPods, and especially taking calls and stuff, it's so much easier just to have that control. So these are absolutely amazing. I did also get a lovely new pair of shoes. I'm not particularly like a shoes person. I know that sounds a bit stupid. Shoe shops used to really overwhelm me when I was younger. Like every year I'd go with my mum into JD Sports, and it just used to be a nightmare. I don't know if it's because of like the social pressure of being a boy and like having to have like cool shoes, and I never really fit into that box. So I always found those typical type of like Jordans or like TNs, they were really big back when I was in school. I never even really liked them because I was almost like rebelling from that idea of having to wear them. But these are some really lovely Adidas shoes. Where I live it gets muddy very, very quickly. But I end up just wanting to wear my nice shoes all the time because I just want to feel nice. So they get dirty very quickly. And the pair I got last year are absolutely ruined. So I'm gonna treasure these and make sure that I keep them well equipped. But yeah, there's some of the presents I got whilst I'm sorting out my room. Hi guys, so today is Thursday and I'm just getting ready to go out and meet some friends. We're going to Rudy's up London. I've never actually been there before. It's like a pizza place, I think. I've had a look at the menu and I'm a cereal check the menu before you go type of person, and I'm not too sure what I'm gonna have, which is kind of stressing me out a bit, and I'm not even there. I'm not vegan, but I try and, wherever possible, have vegan meals, just because a lot of vegan meals just kind of go better with my digestive system. So I always usually substitute cheese for the vegan option. That's just kind of what I prefer taste-wise. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get, and I've also not got long to get ready, and I'm prioritizing doing this when I really shouldn't be. So like I said, today is Thursday, and this was my first week of trying to do like a in the week of Nathan, which it might have come across really boring. So if it has, I'm really sorry about that. But I've really enjoyed filming this, and today's gonna be the last day of the filming. So I posted my last video on the Friday, and then I started recording on Sunday, last Sunday. And now today's Thursday, so I've really enjoyed doing it, and I don't particularly care how well it's gonna do, but I've just really enjoyed kind of doing something a bit more out of my comfort zone. I might continue doing it, I might not, but it was really lovely seeing everyone's comments about how they're feeling in terms of getting into the industry, and a lot of what people were saying I was resonating with, so it was so lovely to see that a lot of people are feeling the same way. I would love to keep doing it. So we're only on episode 2, series 1 at the moment. So if you have made it up to this point, I am incredibly grateful for you watching. I don't know why you're watching. Hopefully if you are, you're finding it entertaining, so it's lame. We always have time for B-roll. I remember we got like a lift up there.